we see a need. We see a need.
Yeah.
Couples need other couples.
Yeah.
And it's a good idea if you can be in spaces with other couples that are on the same journey, understand the same struggles and all of that, and have a focused, positive drive towards, okay, we all want a healthy marriage. We want our marriages to last, and we want our marriages to be strong.
Hey, family. Welcome to another episode of Soulful Conversations with Frank and
Sheila Battle.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, family.
How you doing? What's the rest?
Sorry, I can't get through.
Okay. I don't know if that's a song I had in my mind, but it worked.
Yeah, we want on the same sheet.
How y'all doing?
It is good to be back.
It's good to be back. Yes, we are. We're glad to come to you today and give you another soulful conversation.
It's so bad because we know people who talk like that. But anyway, anyway, on the real, we do. Anyway, family, first, we want to say thank you to everyone for all of their well wishes and prayers and gifts and cards and all of that good stuff during the celebration of our 25th anniversary. Yay!
Yes.
On August 9th. August 9th was actually our 25th wedding anniversary.
Yes.
And we hosted a celebration extravaganza on August the 13th. And we couldn't invite everybody. You know how these things go, right? You got a limited amount of space and you got a limited amount of budget, right? You can't invite everybody.
Limited amount of budget.
Because I would have had it in the park and invited everybody, but it was hot. It's August. But we had an incredible time, and hopefully the producer will drop some photos and some things just so that you guys can get to see how beautiful the space was. Our guests were amazing, and then all of our social media family as well. It was an incredible day. It was a beautiful service and ceremony, and then we partied. It's like it's 1999.
Mm-hmm.
We had a good old time.
Yeah.
We had a good old time. And then we took a little vacation.
Yes.
We took a little vacation. We went away. But that gave us some time to rest and take good care of ourselves, our health, and starting to think about, pray about, plan what we're going to do for the rest of 2022 and where God is leading us in 2023. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that was very clear to me that I believe has been confirmed by you is that we want to invest our time and our energy and our love into couples.
Yep.
You look so excited about
it. I am. And I don't mean that in a bad way.
And
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I said that, and we're kind of jumping ahead. And it was so timely, and we knew it was God. Mm-hmm. And you know how it is when you hear, you just kind of go, "Are you sure?" And since we have returned from vacation, we have had several conversations mm-hmm. with people in relationships, and that's why I responded like that, because there is a need, and just you saying that kind of brought back just today a conversation I had, and so that's where we are. And so one of the things that we'll be doing on this channel, and we need your support, is to put out content that topics, things that you want to talk about,
things that come
up,
questions that you have.
Because as we always say, we are not like
experts.
We just have experience.
Yes.
Experience in a relationship, 27 years, 25 of that married. And we just going to be your auntie and uncle.
There you go.
And we just going to sit down and have these conversations with you, and we want you to share them with your friends, mm-hmm. And just be encouraged. This whole platform is about keeping people encouraged in their relationships, and that's what I believe the season that we're in right now.
Yes.
And so that's what we are, and that's what we're going to do. And so even with today's topic, I'm sure Sheila's going to come up with something pretty amazing.
No. So here's the thing, family. Here's the thing. Not only do we want to capture these soulful conversations and put them on our social media platforms, the truth is that the world is opening back up, right? When we hosted our celebration, we thankfully were able to have a very safe and joyous time. And one of the things that made the celebration so special was the collective love that was in the room.
Yeah.
I mean, it was palpable. And folks who were there commented during and after about just how good it was to be together, just how good it felt to be in a room where it's nothing but love. There's no envy, there's no strife. We're not gathering for a funeral, nobody's grieving anything. We were just literally together for a joyful celebration. And because of that, we want to create more experiences like that. So we're always going to show up for you here on social media, but then we also want to host some things that allow couples to get together. And like Frank was saying, one of the things that happened when we got back was it felt as if back-to-back conversations that we were having them with couples in different stages of their relationship.
Right.
And basically what the messaging was is that these relationships, the folks in these relationships don't come with owner's manuals, right? They come fully assembled with no owner's manual.
Right.
And you're in love, you're in like, and yet these challenges come up. And who do you talk to about that, right? Who are your examples? During our celebration, we had the blessed honor of honoring 4 couples who we feel like seeded into our relationship.
Yeah.
4 amazing, beautiful couples. They've all been married, 35 years or more.
Yeah.
Everybody that we honored had been married 35 years or more, really 40 years or more. Yeah, all of them have been married 35 to 40 years or more, right? And we were able to give them their flowers.
Yeah.
Right? We literally gave them flowers and we honored them publicly and said, thank you. Thank you for being an example in ways that you knew and in ways that you didn't. But thank you for being an example. Thank you for being a couple that we could look up to and look over at. I love that Cindy and Amiri Richardson Keys, they did a video on our at our celebration, and Amiri said, "We look up to you and we look over at you." And I thought that was so powerful, right? And so when we talk about not being experts, but just being a couple with experience, like we said, it's 25, 27 years in this thing. And it's not that we want to tell anybody what to do.
Right.
It's not that we're the authority on any advice. But here's the thing, family. If you're in a relationship, whether you're in a challenge or not, it's a good thing to do your marriage in community. There's an African proverb that says it takes a village to raise a child. We agree that it takes a village to grow a marriage. It takes a village to grow a relationship, right? And if you don't have folks who will come alongside you and stand for your relationship, who will honor and respect your love, who will support and encourage your love, it's easy to fall apart. It's easy for those relationships to fall apart. And so just in the last 10 days, probably heavier in the last 10 days, we've had heartbreaking conversations with couples where we felt like if someone had just come alongside them, if somebody had just wrapped their arms around them, if someone had just been in tuned enough and paying attention enough to say, hey, bruh, you okay? Come on over. Sheila cook us some food. Let's go sit on the deck, or let's go down around the fire pit and let's hang out. Let's talk, right? I heard a noise.
Good.
Okay, I heard a noise, y'all. I know we're in the house by ourselves, but I heard a noise. So we want to be that couple. We want to be that auntie. We want to be that. And we are. We already are that. But we want to open our arms a little wider, right? We want to make our table a little longer. And we want to create and curate experiences where whatever stage of being a couple or whatever stage of the relationship you're in. So if you're dating, if you're seriously dating, if you're engaged, if you just got married and all of the foo-foo has left, you've been married, 3 to 5 years, and you're like, oh, I just don't feel the same, or it's just not the same, or he's not listening, or we're not communicating, or we're not touching, or we're not whatever, right? We're not connecting the way that we used to. It's just a beautiful thing to be able to be in a space, maybe once a month, right? Maybe once a month we get together, we have some good music, some good food. We do something fun, right? We do something fun like we Chicago step, or we have a game night, or somebody does karaoke or whatever, right? But the point of it is to gather. The point of it is to be able to look up and look over at some couples where you can just take in some encouragement. You can take in, some support, right?
Right.
And so that's what we want to do. And this whole idea around, your relationship having a village
Yeah.
is where we've landed.
Yeah, because like we were talking earlier today, and and I hope our daughter doesn't mind me sharing this. There's nothing bad about her, but she's new. She's left home. She's very family oriented.
Yes.
She gets to college. She's establishing her community, and she miss home. She miss mom, dad, cousins, friends. And just to make the long short of it, the dean of the program that she's in, she saw her.
She noticed.
She noticed her. And she noticed that she wasn't her typical self.
Yes. Already.
And so when we were talking today and I thought about that, we had some conversations, and I said to Sheila, I was like, what was the person, or what if the person, or where was the person to say, hey, bruh, hey, sis, you
okay?
don't seem to be yourself, and then have that conversation. So when we talk about a community, that's what we're talking about. And we're talking about people who are prayerfully selected, people who stand for your marriage, not for Tom or Jenny,
right,
but for the marriage. And when we were going through our premarital counseling, or someone said it to us one time, that if we had an argument and it was 1:30 or 2 in the morning, and say I knocked at the door, they're gonna send me back home.
Right.
Like, where's Sheila? They're gonna ask, where's Sheila? Like,
right.
Why are you here? Where's Sheila?
Why are you here?
So it's that level when we talk about village. That's what we're talking about. Those kind of people to be in, and to have that relational piece with it, as well as a sense of accountability.
Yeah, and that's a key
for
piece.
The relationship. It's a key piece of it, and so that's what we're hoping that we can get going.
Right. Relationships are the flavor and the fruit of our life, right? Yeah. And the better your relationships are, the sweeter your life smells, right? Yeah. The sweeter is the essence of your life. And so what we want to do is encourage that. There are so many reasons, right, for people to fall out, for people to not talk, for people to not gather, not get together. But love is a good reason to get together. If your marriage is alone, if your marriage is an island, if it's just you and your mate, and y'all are trudging through this life pretty much not alone, because you have family and things like that, but I mean your relationship is alone. Your relationship does not have supportive, social, healthy relations with other couples. We see a need. Yeah. Couples need other couples. Yeah. And it's a good idea if you can be in spaces with other couples that are on the same journey, understand the same struggles and all of that, and have a focused, positive drive towards, okay, we all want a healthy marriage. We want our marriages to last, and we want our marriages to be strong. So come on, hang out with us.
Yeah, you tapped on something a few minutes ago, and I'll go there and swear back into that.
Okay.
You mentioned something about family. There are situations where people that are married do not share within their family for various reasons, be it a comfort level, or be it, maybe you were told, I don't think this is going to work, or whatever. And
this isn't your person.
This isn't your person.
This isn't your person.
And so if you feel, and you know her, that this is your person, like they say, when you know that you know. And if you have a community of people where you can get that help, that's another, more gas in the tank to move forward, versus having to struggle with, if I go there and they've said this or they think that or think that. So, I'm not saying isolate your family by no means. I'm just saying there are circumstances.
But you have to be careful.
You're right. There are circumstances and situations that may not be possible for some people. And so, again, this is a need that we feel we would, through God's help, be able to do our part to help people out. And so that's where we are with it. And we'll see what's going to happen.
Yeah. That was critical.
Yeah.
We're just going to do our part.
Yeah, we're going to do our part.
Yeah, we're just going to do our part. And we feel like for this season of our lives, this is ours to do.
Yeah,
this is ours to do. It keeps coming up. It keeps coming back. And, I would just let all of y'all come to the battle station.
Yeah,
but,
it's not big enough. It's not big enough.
I would just say, come on over. Let's get on the deck. But it isn't. It isn't.
And I'll say this, and this is personal. I would say this. I would rather see you smiling with some music playing or, sitting at a table laughing than to have some of the conversations that we've had this week, even today. And so when you know that and you feel that, you do something.
Yeah. Family, we love y'all.
Yeah.
And we love couples. And whatever we can do to help keep families together, whatever we can do to support you in your relationship journey, that's why we're here, and that's what we want to do.
Yeah. Takes a village.
It takes a village.
Yeah.
It takes a village to make a relationship last. And we're going to have some fun while we're doing it, okay?
That's what we're going to do, family. So,
all right.
And y'all pray for us as we're going through to do this. Pray for us and support us, as well.
Please do.
And if you know people, share this. Subscribe so that you will, don't miss anything. And another thing we like to do, and this is just in the grander scheme, and space and time is always an issue, but cross that bridge when you get to it. We'd love to sit down and have conversations with couples on this platform.
Yes.
Just to share different perspectives.
Yeah.
And so, we do have the whole house now, but it's just a matter of figuring out how to do that.
Because he's the producer and he wants the lighting to be right. He wants all the audio to be right. Right. It's got to be right, or he's not gonna want to do it.
Can't put no
he's
trash
not gonna want to do it. He's not going to do it. So yeah, family, we want to go ahead and do our part. We want to do our part and support you. Support you as best as we can. Right. Okay.
So as we leave you, family, if again, I ask again, there should be comment sections down here. If you got topics and things that you would like for us to drop it below, or email info. No, let's not do info because that's a whole nother thing that's really busy too. So if you would do soulfulconvos@gmail.com. It'll be on the screen. Soulfulconvos@gmail.com.
Yeah, we can't do info no more.
If you will.
We're blowing that up. And you know what, family? Between the two of us, even with mutual connections discounted, we have more than enough people to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. So support us. Go ahead and subscribe. We promise we're not going to ever deliver no junk to you, right? It's always going to be good content. And it's always going to be content that if it's not for you in this moment, put it in your treasure chest and share it with someone who could use it, right? So let's go ahead and let's just get that out the way for the end of the year. Let's go ahead and get this to 1,000 subscribers. Let's go ahead and get these views up and all of that stuff, because when folks are searching for information, when they're searching for content, when they're searching for answers, if you're below a certain number of subscribers, your stuff doesn't come up, right? So we don't have to talk about the algorithms. Y'all know what that's about. So if you would go ahead, please, if you're watching this, go on over, I'm not going to say the platform, but go on over to the platform and click that subscribe, click that notification so that you know when new videos are posted and coming up, and then share it with other people.
Sharing is caring.
All right, we're out of time.
All right, we're out of time, family. And again, I'm Frank.
And I am Sheila Battle.
It's Uncle Frank.
And Auntie Sheila.
And we are here for you.
We are your soulful relationship coaches, and we want to help you on
marriage champions.
Marriage champions. He loves that.
I love that.
Marriage champions. We are, but everybody's not married yet, so that's why I don't say
relationship. And marriage.
Yes, absolutely. So, family, please be safe. Continue to be safe. Take care and be well.
Be well, family. Peace.
Bye.